Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Same Fire Society. I am so happy to have you here. We are going to do we're first going to do a little bit of, we're going to tap into the divine feminine energy here, and we're going to see where that takes us. If love wants to come out, we'll do a little love reading with that, and if not, I will do a love reading separately today for you guys. And let me know in the comments, do you prefer those readings separately, or would you rather have longer readings that go into your spiritual journey and then into the love situation? Let me know. So for this specific energy, I was seeing someone make like string like art or jewelry, almost like maybe wire wrapping, but with string and beads. It was very unique. I actually really haven't seen a lot like it. So maybe for whoever this is resonating with, that's something you're starting or thinking about starting here, because this is also tied to pregnancy dreams. So you could be having pregnancy dreams a lot and really have no want, like maybe someone's not in your life, you know, you're searching for a new love, but this is really like speaking to the birth of your baby in the sense of like your creative baby, right? So you could be having a lot of pregnancy dreams and kind of wondering where that's coming from. This can symbolize a literal rebirth or birth of something new in your life, right? So maybe you just started, or you're just birthing this creative, like a jewelry line of some sort, with gemstones. So it has some like healing modality to it. More often than not, I think all 100% of the time, light workers do some type of business that helps the collective, right? So something to do with that has been coming up. And then very interesting as well, the song, and the only lines I was hearing is "I want to break free, I want to break free" from Queen. And that's really telling me that there's something you're trying to break free from. Okay. So someone here wants to break free in some way, break free from their old life, a relationship, a habit, something that's hindering their journey, something you quite haven't been able to let go of yet. I feel like just on the brink of it, right? Maybe you're feeling like there's a little bit of a block to this like creative baby that you're trying to cultivate here. And, you know, Spirit's really saying you're going to get on the other side of that. Okay. You're going to get on the other side of it. It's just going to click and you're going to know what to do. Okay. Or it's going to click and things are just going to start flowing. Okay. Everything's just going to start running smoothly. We are coming up on the Venus and Mercury retrograde going direct. Okay, so that's gonna put all the planets finally like in alignment, as far as no planet will be in retrograde. So that is really going to start making things easier here if you've been feeling like block. Okay, and then I'm just hearing, ooh child, things are gonna get easy. So Spirit's really saying like, you know, you've done the hard work, okay? And things are gonna get easy here for you. All right, I'm going to use this new deck of mine called the Water Temple Oracle. Ooh, bottom of the deck, Temple of Anuket, Thrive. I see golden opportunities. And look, she's pregnant here. That is so wild. So, and 27 could be really significant on your journey. It could be tied to someone who's been really significant on your journey. It could be their birthday of a certain month, okay? Or just a specific number for you. And then we have 28, Goddess Anuket, again, detachment. Okay, this was coming through really clearly, like especially with the I want to break free, you know, like what is it that you need to break free of and detach from? And for some of you, this is love. Okay, it's like you need to choose you at this time. Okay, especially if you've been someone who has always just strived for like love, like just that fairy tale love in your life. It's time to turn all of that energy onto yourself, choose yourself, and do the things for you that makes you happy. Okay, I'm seeing that really, really clearly. There's an energy of maybe putting your life on hold a bit sometimes for love, right? And it's kind of let your spirit die a little bit. I'm feeling really strongly, right? So it's really about tuning into that divine feminine energy. And I'm getting like, as I'm sitting here talking about this, I am getting so tired. So I feel this heavy wave of tiredness, like you're just beat down. You know, you're very, very tired with what you've been going through. Okay, like I'm hearing grasping for straws here. So Spirit's really saying whatever this is for you, let it go at this time. I know it's easier said than done, but if you're coming to this message is for you. And if you're hearing this and you know exactly what it is that you need to let go of, let this be your confirmation, okay, to truly let go of it. And I'm feeling really strongly with the energy of this month that this is going to be the month for a lot of people to truly detach from something they've been trying to detach from for years. Okay, it could be 4 years. Okay, but 4 years. I mean, like as in many years. It could be longer than that, right? Could be this long karmic cycle that's just really beat you down. I'm seeing a merry-go-round and like a child holding onto it and like being dragged around and around, like dead, like fell asleep like that, you know, like just going so hard for so long. It's time to kind of rest and reflect a little bit, okay? Goddess Minerva, intelligence. I harness my full potential. And look at that. I'm just seeing like a real third eye awakening. This has been coming up for the last few readings, okay? And with that, you could be seeing things in your mind's eye more clearly. For example, like when you close your eyes, you could get a picture of something, or like when you're thinking something, that area could tingle, okay? So to listen to those things. Beautiful. So we have 27, 28, and 12 could be significant. Around the 12th, and that's wild too, because around the 12th is when all the planets go, you know, direct. Okay, what else? Spirit guides, angels, ancestors, give us the messages we need to hear for my divine feminine collective. And she has this, I mean, they all have really pretty like jewelry on. So something, maybe this is something you've always wanted to do. Like you want to do some type of jewelry business. Maybe you just done it for a hobby here and there. Maybe it was something you did when you were younger and you've been thinking about getting back into it. That's a nudge from the universe, right? To like harvest your inner child again. Okay, 22, Goddess Brigid, spark. My internal flame grows brightly. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I'm getting solar plexus chakra with that. So solar plexus is really tied to our confidence. And I'm seeing the sun too. Leo energy very strongly coming through at the moment. My internal flame glows brightly. So this is really about harnessing your inner sovereignty again, okay? You've given your power away in a lot of ways, and that could be just as little as, you know, the longing and wanting for love all of your life, and in doing so, maybe giving your power away in relationships, and, you know, not just romantic relationship, but friendships, and even your family, right? Wanting love so bad that you dim your light to receive that. You know, you come down to other people's levels. And Spirit's really saying here that you are meant to shine, baby. Okay, you are meant to shine. You aren't meant to come down, okay? You're meant to stay all the way up there. The way they say things sometimes. This is beautiful though. This is absolutely beautiful. What else, Spirit? What else can you give us for my Divine Feminine Collective? It's almost like they keep telling me to like stop and take a break. So someone here really needs to take a break before they go full force on something, okay? It's really necessary to get this rest period. Ooh, my heart just fluttered really hard too. It's really necessary to get this rest period because you're going to be going full force. Whoa, okay. Take all of these, Spirit. Okay. We have 37 Goddess Kapakati. Oh my gosh, I'm so bad at pronouncing these, you guys. I'm sorry. Rebirth. I am reborn. Yes, with the pregnancy. How beautiful. How beautiful is that? I am reborn. This is really happening this month. This month is like the month. The eclipses have ended. The planets are all going direct. Everything that you've been working on and that needs to go is going to kind of dissipate from your life, which you've been seeing probably for the past couple years. Our Lady of Lords, Sorrow, thank you for my healing. Being very, very grateful for this healing period, for this void, so to speak. Knowledge. I open my heart and mind. And it also about the duality of the heart and mind, right? Having them work in tandem instead of against each other. And look at these peacocks here. This is your time. Like I'm peacocking. I'm peacocking and now I'm just seeing Magic Johnson's son where he's like in this like all black outfit and he's walking a peacock in New York. Like that's going to be you. Like you're going to be shining, you know, you're going to be noticed. Like how could that go unnoticed is what they're trying to say here, right? That's absolutely beautiful. We also have an instrument here. So maybe this is tied to you just, you know, going out on a whim and just trying a bunch of new things. Tibetan Buddhist monk, mindfulness. I listen to the wisdom of my heart. Beautiful. So I see you really connecting to your heart here, like being, and this could be what you're breaking free of, letting your mind control you so much. Okay. Letting this, oh my gosh, there's a huge iguana. Letting your mind, you know, control you, right? Really listening to your heart and not letting your ego come in and be like, you can't do that. You can't do that. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. If you're having a nudge to do something creatively, you're meant to do it for a reason. Even if something doesn't completely work out, you are going to learn something in that. Something might take off a little bit and then the flame goes out on that. But there's something you learned in that that's going to be very, very useful in your next endeavor that may blow up, right? So it's very important. Perspective, right? Perspective is very important. Ooh, bottom of the deck, inner child healing. So as I was talking about, to turn that energy you've been putting on other people, right? And turn that into yourself, okay? And I get it. Sometimes it may feel very, very lonely, right? And you may feel like nobody gets you. But you are going to find that strength within yourself, okay? And eventually that will be all you need, truly. Eventually, you know, you will be so comfortable within yourself that your soul tribe that comes to you and the people that come to you will just be an added bonus. Or any love relationship that comes to you will just be an added bonus, right? All right, what else, Spirit? Here they go with the break again. Okay, we have White Tara, resilience. My spirit endures. And this you could have white bull could be very significant, but also you could have some type, I'm hearing Inuit, American Native American ancestry, something to that extent. Maybe you're tied to that. Maybe you have a background in shamanism that you don't even know about. Okay, so there's like these psychic abilities that you haven't quite tapped into yet. 42, 32, 44, 22. We have a lot of like, we have 22 and 44. So that's telling me you do. There's some, maybe you're just tapping into, this is like your first spiritual awakening here, and you're really just tapping into the spiritual world and starting to tap in to your abilities. Ron and Ager. Oh my gosh, co-creation. I unite with the power of love. Whew, that's giving divine counterpart energy. That is giving divine counterpart energy. 30 could be co-creation. I've been picking up a lot on divine counterpart's mission to co-create together in a positive way. And I just feel like I have to say, the twin flame dynamic has been so tainted, unfortunately, by greed and by greed. By greed, right? It's very, very unfortunate, because this is about free flow, unconditional love, and truly wanting what's best for others, not what's best for yourself, right? Putting yourself out there, no matter how comfortable it is as a light worker, to help somebody recognize their own inner sovereignty, not to go give that power away to somebody else, okay? And spend thousands of your hard-earned money on something that's just killing your soul even more, okay? And this is almost bringing me to tears, because it really upsets me that people are out here doing this, okay? And that people are out here being this greedy, that they would literally traumatize people who have already been traumatized so bad in their lives for money. That is pure evil, in my opinion. In my opinion, okay? I'm not judging. It's just my opinion that that's what I look at as evil. You know what I mean? Truly. The twin flame journey is about helping others in life, okay? It's not about yourself. It is about healing yourself so that you can help others, right? Truly healing yourself, and that takes a lot of hard work, okay? A lot of inner hard work, a lot of self-awareness, a lot of looking at yourself in the mirror and truly pointing out where you need growth and expansion, okay? The planet of Jupiter here, okay? And that's hard. That's really hard for people. It's not so you can have guilt and shame surrounding that. It's so that you can grow and learn, right? Here's another 2. So we have 222, baths of Aphrodite, nourishment. I bathe in the sacred springs of love. Wow, that's beautiful. Coming out right after co-creation, and I unite with the power of love. So this is why you're such a lover and you want love in life, right? Because you have so much love to give, and that is absolutely a beautiful trait of anybody. But unfortunately, there are a lot of people in this world that will eat you alive and take advantage of that. So it's very important for you to heal and to put up strong, unconditionally loving boundaries, okay? So that you don't get taken down, so that your soul doesn't get eaten alive in the process of helping others, right? You can't let people take advantage of you. We have the 3 of Cups in reverse. So this is still you. You're still a lone wolf at this time, okay? You haven't quite found your soul tribe yet, okay? You've been doing a lot of work on your own, like I said earlier, in the hermit energy, okay? This has taken a lot of strength here. It's taken the choices with the 2 of Wands. So we have Leo energy, as I said, earlier. That's coming through really, really strong. The Two of Wands, this has been a choice, right? He's holding the world in his hand here, and he's looking out at this vast ocean, and it's kind of like, okay, this is what I'm seeing. So it's kind of like, I know what goes on in this world that I'm living in right now. The ocean is so unknown to me. Which do I choose, okay? Spirituality, the ocean, or the 3D social paradigms that I've been living in, that have completely broke me down, that have strained my soul, my passion, my heart, right? That have almost grown my heart cold. What do I choose, okay? You have the strength to make this choice here, okay? You do. And, a lot of times on this journey, this choice is going to waver, right? Go full force on the journey, get pulled back a little bit. Go full force on the journey. If you've had like a religious upbringing, you may teeter between those, right? You go to spirituality and then revert back to religion for a little bit before you really take off. It's like, it can be a lot. It can be really hard. Again, with that merry-go-round and the child just being absolutely exhausted. It's exhausting. Not trusting yourself is exhausting, right? It's, what do I listen to? My ego or my heart here? My ego or my heart? You need to listen to both in a sense, right? You need to have the ego and the sword energy to have those strong boundaries to not get taken advantage of, but you need to listen to your heart and use discernment to help the world. Do the same. I just heard that really clear. So maybe your voice is meant to be heard in some way here. 7 of Cups. So this is showing me that a lot of options are coming forth to you. And with I see golden opportunities, maybe this is causing a little bit of analysis paralysis. You're like, which way should I go here? Okay, like which should I choose? I have 7 different hobbies that I'm loving right now, or 7 different things, or seven different business ideas. And it doesn't have to be 7. It could be, just more than one. And you're like, which one is going to take off? Which one should I start? Okay. Sit with yourself and meditate on that so you can really hone into your heart's desires and get the answers from Spirit. Ask Spirit to help guide you. Which one should I be doing at this time? What else, Spirit? What else can you tell us here? So we have a lot of water energy too. I'm really feeling Cancer and Leo here. You could be a Cancer, Leo, cusper. Ooh, and then the 7 of Wands. So again, this is telling me the need to set up really strong boundaries here. Look at him with the one stick, like protecting himself. The real you need to get that down before you can make any decision here on what to move forward on, okay? Because think about it, and this is what's coming to the energy with the Taurus new moon later in the month on the 27th, which is interesting because 27 came up here with the opportunities, is tied to abundance and prosperity, right? So if you don't have these clear boundaries up and you start something and waves of prosperity or money come in, you're going to have all these people come in and try to take advantage of you and not know what to do if you don't have strong boundaries surrounding your giving heart, okay? Very, very, very important. Knight of Pentacles. So some type of offer coming in for you that you don't even see at the moment. So you do have a lot of opportunities, but there's one coming in. So maybe it's this one coming in that Spirit's saying clearly here, like, wait for the best option. Have some patience. I'm seeing the Temperance card, Sagittarius energy. Okay, have a little patience here. Like, give yourself this month to really set sail on what it is you need to set sail on, okay? Like, take a little time to get pure clarity. It's okay. We were getting the rest energy and taking the break. It's okay to get clarity, okay? It's okay to take time to get clarity. Oh my gosh, these cards are very slippery. I love them so much. They're so pretty, but they're like kind of hard to shuffle because they're like super duper slippery. All right, Spirit. 5 of Cups. So this is causing, like I said, this is causing a little bit of despair here, wondering if almost not completely having the confidence that what you pick or this decision to go towards the ocean is going to have, is going to bear fruit. And Spirit's really saying here that it is, okay? That you can trust that all this beautiful energy, this beautiful divine energy, divine love, you can't go wrong, Spirit's saying right now, following your heart. Okay, so really tap into your heart center and what it is you truly want to do, okay? What would you do if you weren't even getting paid for? Do that, okay? That's what they're saying very strongly here. Okay. Ooh, 1. This is the Rumi deck. I just started working with this one. We have 6, so this is the energy of the lovers. And this is very interesting with Ran and Ager over here, the co-creation, I unite in divine love, okay? You could be meant to work with someone, like I said, in what it is you're doing here, whatever your baby is here. Whatever your rebirth is, your new career path. Okay, what else, Spirit? Give us a couple more of these. I mean, this absolutely could be tied to a divine love situation. We have 2, passion for purpose. So, like I said, what lights a fire or a spark in your heart and that you would do regardless of getting paid? It needs to be your passion, okay? Like your absolute passion. Like, yes, we need to have that want and unconditional love to help others, but when you're doing something out of it being your passion and your like pure love for it, it's going to help others because that energy helps raise the vibration of the planet, right? Beyond death, life. So I'm getting the infinity sign here. So it's recognizing the bigger picture here, okay? That at the end of the day, we're all soul consciousness and we are all elevating each other. And the more we all elevate, the more we help others elevate, right? Very important. That's like our mission, our collective mission here is to help each other raise our vibrations, okay? Okay, let's get one more of these. I think I am, oh, and then I just saw the infinity symbol there. That's so beautiful. Okay, Celestial Rose of Ma. Wow, so red roses could be really significant on your journey, and red roses also indicate passion. So, and 10, you could be seeing 1010 here. Spirit is really saying that there is this one thing here that really lights your soul on fire, and that is what you need to go after here, okay? You already know what it is. Okay, let's get some elemental empath to close this out. I think I am gonna do a love reading separately for the Divine Feminine Collective. I'm not sure what's gonna come out on that. I feel some divine love energy here, but just because it's divine love energy doesn't mean it has to be past energy. You could have not even met your divine partner yet, but that is definitely part of your journey. Earth, grounding. So definitely with that, like spending a little time this month with meditation. I don't know why I'm out of breath. Somebody listening out of breath, or if you just worked out. Oh my gosh, we have another pregnancy card. Calm the mind, connect to body, mindfulness, and nature, okay? You really need to connect to get this clarity on what, like, you want to take the spiritual path. That's clear on the Two of Wands, okay, with the strength, but you don't know, you have so many creative ideas. That's what I'm seeing. and you're not sure which one to take. It's like, I can't take all of them right this second. So this Five of Cups energy is coming in. There's a little bit of despair on like, well, which one? I don't want to choose the wrong one. You will not choose the wrong one, okay? But do some grounding and meditation to get the clarity on this answer here. Honor the journey. So here she is again with the pregnancy. So rebirth, okay? You are so on the cusp of birthing this like whole new world for you, okay? Don't rush. See, exactly. Do not rush. Experience life, respect others, allow messes. Okay, so maybe there's a little despair surrounding like, I'm spending a little too much time on this and things around me are falling apart a little bit. That's okay. You don't have to do everything perfectly right away, okay? We can get caught up in looking at very spiritual people, especially on like social media, and that need or that wound for perfectionism comes in, and it's like, you don't have to be perfect. You just have to take one step at a time on this journey, okay? Everything will unfold and you will get there. Hope, trust, faith, heal the past, hope versus expectation. Yes, so Spirit's really saying to stay in that faith and trust energy, okay? And that hopeful energy, okay? Don't let the fear mongering come in and kill your vibe. Do your best to stay positive here. Expression, find voice. So again, somebody is meant to use their voice here, okay? Maybe an inspirational speaker of some sort. Maybe you're sitting there like, that's something I've always wanted to do, or like write a book or something inspirational I've always wanted to do, but not seeing that, how that could become your path at this point. And maybe all it takes is the first step. I want to write a book, so let me think of the title of the book. And then you would be amazed at how things unfold from there. Let me sit down and write a page. What's the first chapter going to be about? Let me do an outline on that. And then all of a sudden it's like, boom, I have a book. You know, it happens, right? That's how it happens, because you trust and you have faith and you take the first steps you're guided to take on that journey. Repeating patterns, awareness. What is the lesson? Break the cycle. Exactly. We were talking about breaking karmic cycles, being in that hermit mode. You really want to be diligent about not repeating cycles at this time. So I think that's why this like reflection and rest period is coming up for you in this month a little bit, to reflect on things that went wrong in the past so you don't repeat those things. Okay, and what I'm seeing very strongly here for some is that is giving your power away to others. Okay, that overgiver and not having strong boundaries. All right, my loves, I will jump into a love reading right after this, if that is your jam and that's something you want to hear about. I love you very much. I hope this gave you a little bit of guidance. I hope it helps strengthen your intuition on what you're already knowing and feeling. Love and light.